Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum. رمضان كريم. أتمنى من الله تعالى أن يعيد علينا بصحة كاملة ويكون شهرا فضيلا. Please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hat. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance to be followed by the National Anthem. So please stand. Fatmi, Ms. Fatmi Rida, Mrs. Shark Atkins, come on up, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay.
Thank you. This week, we are celebrating the 80th anniversary of a great institution called Henry Ford College. We consider ourselves an integral part of this community, so I'm going to ask Ms. Crossman to come back again and lead us in the Henry Ford College song. Thank you, Lauren. This is an exceptional group of young scholars. They can all teach us something about achievement, resilience, hard work. So they deserve a formal ceremony. So I please ask you to turn your cell phones off. Let's keep the conversation to a minimum. We're here for the kids. Thank you. I would like to start by recognizing some of the guests we have on the stage in no particular order. Dr. Meade, Board Trustee, Mr. Jim Thor, Board Trustee, Mr. Roxanne Crable, Board Trustee, Mr. Hussein Berry, Board Trustee, Ms. Perry Peshtakov, Chairman of the Board of Education, Mr. Noel Baril from Henry Ford Health System, Mr. Russell Kavalhuna, President of the college, and Dr. Glenn Maleyko, Superintendent of the Dearborn Public Schools. This is, our school is a partnership among 3 institutions: Dearborn Public Schools, Henry Ford Health Systems, and Henry Ford College. Our students can tell you every Wednesday, when they're in 9th and 10th grade, they come to school excited. They put their uniform on, they put their lab coat on, they put their hospital badges on, and they go downtown to the hospital, where they work with an extremely great group of professionals down there that show them the real world work of health careers. For that, we are truly appreciative of our partnership with Henry Ford Health System. So I'd like you to join me in appreciating the work they do for our students. From Henry Ford Health System, Mr. Noel Baril, Vice President, Total Rewards, Human Resources, Henry Ford Macomb Hospital, is here with us to give us a couple words. Well,
thank you, everyone, and thank you to all the esteemed colleagues. I'm so glad to be here tonight, although I'll admit I'm a poor stand-in for Dr. Marva Brooks, who deeply regrets not being able to be here tonight. She made every effort, but I'm her stand-in, so here I am. And I also want to say that I'm truly honored to have this opportunity to speak to all of our esteemed graduates and to such wonderful families. The support that you clearly give to them and the love is, and the encouragement, I think, is why you're successful now and why you'll be successful so far into the future. We're also really proud to partner in this initiative that was sort of kicked off in many ways by Governor Jennifer Granholm that is still flourishing lo these 13 years later. I know that our CEO, Wright Lassiter, some of you may have met him or read about him previously, and Bob Riney, our President of Healthcare Operations and Chief Operating Officer, also send their best regards. We love seeing all of you in our facilities and throughout the facilities. I see you mostly at 1 Ford Place and frequently in the cafeteria, and enjoy that a lot, and I know they do that as well. But most of all, I'm just proud of the graduates, and I know Dr. Brooks is as well, and we're excited about really what the future holds for all of you, as it's held some great things for those who have preceded you in these chairs from prior years and in the schools from prior years. You know, graduations tend to be full of lots of statements and accolades and congratulations and well wishes that you could easily view as an ending. But we absolutely do not view this as an ending. We think of it as a beginning. It's a milestone. It's a launching pad to that next chapter in your life, maybe an academic chapter, maybe a work-life chapter. And it really starts and continues the journey of your finding your own personal great. If you don't remember anything else from anything that anybody says, and I hope you'll sort of hold on to everyone's words all night, but remember the advice to please go be great, because you have a great launching pad to do that. And many of you have worked very hard to get to where you are right now. Finding that key to greatness, whatever it may be, whatever path you may take, is really the key to your ultimate success. And it has not been easy getting here so far, right? I can imagine each of you has had your own special challenges to overcome, and you've done that, and now you're ready to move on to the next challenge. Good example of that, as one of the original 6 districts that was selected statewide to be a part of this early college educational model. Henry Ford Early College is a benchmark, and it's considered to be a benchmark among these. For other schools across the country, they do benchmark Dr. Brooks and speak with me occasionally, and I know to the other colleagues frequently to find out how we do it and how we've been successful in making it happen. And it didn't happen in one day. It didn't happen in just a few years. There were many trials, and yeah, there were even some errors that were made, but we always learned and we always stuck with the goal of to be great. And I think we've achieved that goal, and you've done the same, and you'll continue to do so. So the leaders, the planners, and the students all collaborated to work diligently toward this end. Like this school and like the experience that you've had so far, your life will continue to be full of changes and revisions and maybe even some challenges. You may even need an occasional do-over. I absolutely have had to do a few do-overs myself, so I can relate to that. But the early college's greatness doesn't come from one individual or one entity operating alone. It is that three-legged stool of Henry Ford College, the K-12 partners, K through 12 partners, and Henry Ford Health System, which I'm so proud to represent, all supporting each and every one of you and what you've done so far, and we hope to continue that support as we move forward. So I hope you accept the challenge to go be great and to seek and achieve your own greatness. You've been equipped with knowledge in a way that many others aren't and haven't been. You've got knowledge, you've got training, you've got skills, maybe even you have some work experience that you've garnered along the way. We hope we've helped with that. Each of you has learned how to work collaboratively, and coming from the world in which I come, the world of the administrative part of a health system, collaboration is so key. You've been embedded in college classes and in clinicals with diverse classmates representing over 20 different school districts. As a Henry Ford Early College alumnus, your greatness will inspire others, and it already has, and I imagine there's some of your family members and friends here present who are inspired by your own greatness now. Whether you're ultimately a great physical therapist assistant or a scientist or a registered nurse or and find yourself in one of the other health careers, we know you'll always strive to build on that greatness. And those opportunities are pretty much limited. As you know, there's a terrific market for the work that you have done and that you will do. We're, of course, always anxious to be a part of that ongoing story. So some of you might find your greatness by going to work. Some of you may continue school. I know from Dr. Brooks that that's the plan for some of you. But whatever you do, continue to seek that greatness for yourselves, for your families, your teachers, your professors, and Henry Ford Early College, because we're all standing behind you. Also, as I said earlier, this graduation day is by no means an end. This is a beginning, a chance for you to build on that greatness and to be even better. And you may stumble, you may even fall. I did. You could probably still see the dirt on my pant leg from the parking lot. That was a joke, didn't really happen. But the goal is for you to find your greatness, to leave here and go be great. So whatever path you choose, we hope that you'll make that mark. I know that Dr. Brooks wanted me to share with you how proud she is of your diligence. She's seen it much more close up than I have. But I do have some advice, and this comes from her and from me, and I'm sure from the colleagues that I'm sharing the stage with as well. Find your passion. Trust yourself. You've had to trust yourself so far, and you've had to be bold, and I would urge that you continue to do that. Have those big dreams. Just have plans to go with them and follow those plans. Get in the game and don't give up, because you've had to be persistent to get this far. You'll have to be persistent to go further and to go where you ultimately want to. You've already worked very hard. Continue to work hard and reach back and help those others that will come along after you, because there will be those among your friends, your families, and future graduates of Henry Ford Early College. So I appreciate the fact that you've taken this first step toward your own great, and you've entrusted that to Henry Ford Early College. Shakespeare said, "We know what we are, but we know not what we may be." I have a feeling that you all are going to be great, and I'm so proud to have played just the smallest part in that. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. Our graduates have completed a very rigorous and challenging program combining high school and college courses. We have 45 graduates that have 41 Associates of Science between them. They have completed 3,556 college credits with an average GPA, yes, 3.78. Of course, that success could not have come without the support of the instructors, the staff, and administrators of Henry Ford College. So I would like you to acknowledge our deepest appreciation to the college faculty and instructors. With that, please help me welcome to the podium Mr. Russell Kavalhuna, President of Henry Ford College.
Good afternoon. Whoa. It's electric in here. How is everybody tonight? Good. How many people are in Henry Ford College for the first time in their life? Well, welcome. Welcome. This is the best college in the state, the community college in Dearborn, and I am so proud of you all for graduating from Henry Ford Early College. I am really impressed by the grade point averages. I'm really impressed by the credit hours. I think you guys could have 3 or 4 doctorates together if you put all your 3,500 credits together. But what I want to ask you of the graduates, to look over your shoulders and think about these people when they raise their hand. Raise your hand if you are a parent of one of these graduates. Now keep your hands up. Raise your hand if you are a sibling of one of these graduates. How about a family member? And a community member, maybe a religious leader. All right, now graduates, you're going to grow up soon. You may already be there with all these credits. But when you do grow up, you're going to need to learn to say thank you to the people that supported you. And I want you to join me. If anybody back there helped you, please help me saying thank you to them, graduates. I want to say thank you to Vice President Baril. We appreciate you being here and speaking on behalf of Henry Ford Health Systems. It's a fantastic partnership that we have developed long before I've been here, probably even predating Dr. Maleyko. And it is really, to those of you in the community, this is a one-of-a-kind partnership between industry, a public school system, and a college that truly has delivered results to your families. You know that because you've seen that in your family members that are graduating here. You know that because there's a vice president of a major hospital system here talking about them being great. You know that because you have the best superintendent in the state who's about to tell you how fantastic the partnership is. And I just want to say that this is exactly what education should do, to deliver results to families and students. And Mr. Fadlallah asked me to say this, and I just can't underscore it more, that I thank you, Dr. Maleyko. I thank you, Vice President Baril. You have helped us make the world different with these students, and I am proud of Henry Ford College's partnership in this three-way partnership. Now let me make a couple comments to you all, and then I'm going to be done talking, which I know is the best part of the speech. What's that? You know, how many of you here are going to go to a 4-year degree path? Okay. Now, how many of you here have ever invested anything in your life, whether it be money or time or anything? All right, now what I wanted to tell you is, for the rest of your life, you're going to be making selections to invest things that are valuable to you. And what you've probably not realized is you've already started doing what is clearly the best investment that you can make. And that is an investment in yourselves through education. You're part of a community, and I mean Dearborn, I mean Southeast Michigan, I mean Michigan, I mean this country. This country values investment in you through education. Keep doing that. You are going to be immeasurably better as citizens, as spouses, as the children to your parents, if you keep investing in education. Everyone here has devoted their life because we believe that investing in you is valuable. So if you continue that track with 3.7 grade point average and 3,500 credits, I know I'm preaching a bit to the choir, but keep going. We've experienced highs because of education. I want you to have that same opportunity. This is one step in hopefully multiple graduations where we all rejoice in your excellence in education, and I promise you, and it's not this way around the world, not even around the country. We value you because you have invested in yourself, and we urge you to keep doing that, because we're going to keep doing that with the partnership that we have. So congratulations. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you in the future changing the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kavalhuna. Well, he did something I'm supposed to be doing here, but so I'm going to do it anyway. Before I get to that, this happens to be Teachers Appreciation Week. So I want our graduates, our parents, and my guests to show our appreciation to the staff of your school, Henry Ford Early College. A lot of people played a part in the student success. Professionals from the health system, instructors from both the college and the high school, our parents, our community members, but we can't forget that it's those students that did the work. They made it here because they did the work. So guests, parents, let's show our appreciation to our graduates. Our school is a Dearborn public school. We are supported and continue thriving due to the exemplary and visionary leadership we have in our district. Dearborn's students' first philosophy is the reality in this class and everywhere you look in any of our Dearborn schools. And with that visionary leadership, please help me welcome Dr. Maleyko, Superintendent of Dearborn Public Schools.
Thank you, Mr. Fadlallah. I appreciate that, and thank you for the great work that you do here at the Early College. I'm also pleased to, and I know you're aware, we're opening our third college in the fall, the pre-education Early College. We've been working on that for a while, and I know Mr. Fadlallah has been working very hard, so let's give him a big round of applause for everything. Many more students are going to benefit from the expansion of the Early College. I also want to recognize a few of the executive cabinet members. It's really all about a team. And so we have executive directors here, Shannon Peterson, Dr. Jill Chokol, Dr. Ball, and we have Dr. Mosellam here from the B12. It's really a pleasure for me to be here tonight to celebrate with the class of 2019. I would like to thank, and it's been said, but I'm going to do it anyway, all of our families for being here to support their children, and our teachers for their dedication to educating our students on Teacher Appreciation Week. We are very fortunate, and I'm going to return the favor, thank our partners, Henry Ford College and Henry Ford Health Systems, for their continued support and commitment to the success of the Early College program. Thank you, Mr. Baril. Really appreciate the health system. And a special shout out to President Kavalhuna. He was right. I am going to brag a little bit about the partnership. But thank you for our great partnership as our students benefit from the Early College, Collegiate Academy, and dual enrollment classes. The Dearborn schools in partnership with Henry Ford, places us as leaders not only on a state but a national level. This has led to Dearborn Schools in the early college as one of the top districts in schools in the state when it comes to college enrollment and success. So give yourselves all a big round of applause. And of course, they've been recognized earlier, but this is all under the leadership of our great Board of Education that has established that this partnership will move forward in a positive manner. So we appreciate their support and leadership as well. Get busy living or get busy dying. This famous quote from the movie Shawshank Redemption is the mantra that keeps the main character in the film motivated. It's his way of saying, it's time to get moving, make change, and that your actions control your ultimate destiny. Get busy living or get busy dying. Well, I would say the graduates here tonight have been busy living. For them, it started in 9th grade when they made the decision to enroll in the early college program. They made a choice to take a path that would challenge them socially, academically, and personally. Tonight, we celebrate their success in meeting and overcoming those challenges. Tonight, we are here to celebrate the choice to get busy living. Graduates, I encourage you to keep that spirit and that attitude alive inside you the rest of your life. Tonight is just one of the many milestones you will reach if you continue to set goals, strive to accomplish them, and work to stay focused on them. I wish I could tell you that this is it. From here on out, it's an easy ride. But I can't, and I think you know that. I think you know that there will be many more challenges in life, but remaining focused on your goals will ensure that there will also be many more celebrations like tonight. I also want to remind you that you're not in this alone. Throughout your learning experience at the early college, you have had the support of your principal, teachers, counselors, and many professionals, as has been mentioned tonight, both at the Henry Ford College and the Henry Ford Health System. Always seek out those who are willing to help, answer questions, and share their knowledge. They are valuable resources, and you continue to get busy living. Of course, you have the support of your family and friends, as mentioned. Many are gathered here tonight and deserve to be part of this celebration, as President Kavalhuna mentioned, because they were here to help you accomplish this ultimate goal. Always stay connected to those who truly support you. Continue to nourish and grow your relationship with them for the rest of your life. Again, get busy living. That also includes giving back and being part of your community. As I just mentioned, there have been many people who have given themselves to help you. Take the time to pay it forward and help others achieve their success as well. I congratulate all our graduates for the skills you have mastered, the knowledge you have attained, and the education you now possess. No one can take that away, and no one can change that. You pushed yourselves a little harder to get here today, and now you can truly celebrate. You proved to yourself that you could meet the academic challenges and rigor that this program presented. And I do know that Mr. Fadlallah had a lot of rigor in this program, and his teachers, of course. You showed others that success can happen if you get busy living. I encourage you to never lose that spirit. Take risk, challenge yourself, set goals, and accomplish them. I look forward to hearing many more things about the Henry Ford College in class of 2019. But for tonight, thank you, congratulations, and I wish you all the best for a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Dr. Maleyko. All our graduates were invited to submit a speech to address their fellow graduates. Our staff met, where they read all the speeches. Of course, no names shown. And of course, they came to me and asked me, please allow all of them to speak. But then I said, no, we can't do that. So they finally settled on one. Our student speaker for this evening is Mr. Ibrahim Saleh. Come on.
Good afternoon and assalamu alaikum. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome all our guests here today, from family members to supportive friends and parents. I'd like to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak today. Well, we did it. We all accomplished one of the major early milestones of our lives, graduating high school. This is a major step in the journey of our education and one that should be recognized for its immense significance. As Albert Einstein once said, education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. After so many years at Henry Ford Early College, we have learned how to learn, and we have been taught not so much what to think, but how to think, and that is the true measure of early college education. More than anything, I urge you all to dream and to dare, and don't be afraid of failing in your aspirations. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Push to outdo your past, not other people. Like Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, do not follow where the path may lead, but go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. I truly believe Henry Ford Early College is so much more than what we were told coming into this program. We all get asked that common question, what is Henry Ford Early College? What do you do there? To everyone else, it's just another program where you get your associates in high school within a span of 5 years. But to us, it became so much more than that. We turned our graduating class into a family, and a successful one, as a matter of fact. I am truly proud of every single one of us for pulling through till the very end. We are graduating to enter the workforce as dedicated individuals who embrace the spirit of making a change for our community. All of us will make a difference in the world, whether it be through healthcare, engineering, or education, and not only in our society, but the opportunity to make a worldwide outreach. Tonight means different things for each of us. For some, it comes as a welcome relief. To others, it comes as a sense of nostalgia of all the good times and friends we made throughout this program, as well as Mr. Fadlallah's yelling to get to class. Most of us are looking into the future with anticipation and perhaps some apprehension. Some of us look to the past from where we began as 13 or 14-year-old freshmen entering a college campus. And although we've had many college professors in our time, I'd like to personally thank each of our amazing teachers, Mr. Riley, Ms. Mykowski, Ms. McKenzie, Ms. Stevens, Ms. Saad, Mr. Hussein, Mr. Sayak, and of course, Mr. Romo. Ladies and gentlemen, success has always been about daring. So as you leave here tonight to go on to your post-high school college life, I'd like to conclude with this. Don't shy away from using your many gifts. Whether you want to be a chemist, engineer, or a doctor. But seriously, if you don't dare, you'll just be another smart kid, and what good would that do? Congratulations, class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, Ibrahim. He completed 91 college credits with a combined GPA of 4.46. He will be attending the University of Michigan Ann Arbor in the fall. The valedictorian of the class of 2019 is Mr. Nader Nami. we have a tie for salutatorians. She completed 81 college credits with a GPA of 4.39. She will also be attending the University of Michigan Ann Arbor in the fall. The salutatorian of the class of 2019 is Ms. Zahra al-Mansouri. She completed 95 college credits with a GPA of 4.39. She will be attending University of Michigan Dearborn on a full presidential scholarship in the fall. The salutatorian of the class of 2019 is Ms. Zainab al-Khayyat. I now will call our graduates to the stage to receive their diplomas. Kati Abdullah. Zahra Ahmed. Hisham Al-Hadi. Maysam Al-Hassoun. Fatmi Al-Amiri. Zainab Al-Khayyat. Zahra Al-Mansouri. Zainab Al-Muhammad. Rashid Al-Wasim. Ishraq Atkins. Abdul Atwi. Hussein Bazzi. Mahdi Bizi. Diana Shammout. Muhammad Krishno. Iman Al-Jahmi. Yasmin Al-Jahmi. Salina Al-Itawi. Salwa Al-Jahmi. Huda Fotobat. Naveed Fotobat. Rihanna Halal. Adam Meade. Lauren Hopping. Shelby Houston. Ruqayya Hussein. لفيزا امتياز. ملاك إسماعيل. زينب قزويني. زينب مكي. علي نصار. نادر نعمي. ماديسون بيرسون. هالي بيزيني. نور رحال. فاطمي رضا. ريم رزق. ياسمين صباغ. إبراهيم صالح. شريف سلمان. محمد سويدان. My Lady Vergara Gutierrez. Muhammad Zain. With some closing remarks, Dearborn Board of Education Trustee, Dr. Michael Meade.
Well, it sure is nice to be in a room with so many smart people. Holy smokes, I am just flabbergasted. How could you possibly take so many credit hours in college while you're finishing your high school diploma? I take my hat off to you. Now, I think I can speak for the members of the Board of Trustees who are here tonight that we understand that our role is primarily, as elected officials by the citizens of Dearborn, that our role is primarily to provide programs and services that allow you students to get knowledge and skills so that you can get into the economy, raise families, and be excellent citizens in our country. So when we see what you have done in this program, the early college program, it fits perfectly. This is exactly what we're trying to do. And so I have to thank a lot of people on behalf of the board, but primarily I have to thank the superintendent and the president of the college and the superintendent of the public schools, because they have formed a very strong relationship and they understand the value of the programming that all these students and all the future students need to do exactly what we're saying, get the knowledge and skills to get into the economy. So this is a big day for everybody, but these board members are particularly extremely pleased that you are where you are, that you have actually, most of you finished the associate degree, right? About 80% of you, correct? Okay. All right, so you're on the way, and you've gotten the knowledge and skills. What knowledge? Well, I looked at all the courses that you people have been taking: science, math, English, history, social science, economics, geography, political, you name it. You've been exposed to all these different college classes, and that's a lot of knowledge. What skills? The skills that you've gotten so far, I think, are number one, critical thinking. Number one, you can make decisions on your own. You can solve problems, and you can do it all with logical thinking. Those are the knowledge and skills that you need, plus the skills. Some of you are in allied health. Could you raise your hand so I get some idea of how many are going into getting degrees, associate degrees in allied health? Nursing, rad, tech, okay. All right, so the partnership with Henry Ford Health Systems has allowed you to get additional skills, not only the skills of thinking, but the skills of actually applying what you're learning. Now I'm going to let you go pretty soon. I hate to be the last person to talk, but I'm between you and celebration, so I'll try to move. When we talk about knowledge and skills, there's another set of skills that I would encourage you to pay a lot of attention to. Are you familiar with this book? This is the book that you used to learn how to learn, but also how to live. All right, so there's a section on page 271 to 275 if you still kept your books. And if you haven't, go to the library and get one. And review again what it is about emotional intelligence. Do you remember any of the concepts of emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence allows us to deal with to cope with all of the things that are going to be thrown at us. You've had a great start. You've got a long way to go still. Anybody going to tell me what are the ingredients of emotional intelligence? Anybody? I feel like, huh? Empathy. That's one. So that is called what? All right, so it's how we interact with each other, the intelligence that we use to listen to each other, to be empathic with each other. That's one of the emotional intelligences. Anybody got another one? How about understanding yourself? Intrapersonal intelligence. So what do you need to know about yourself? Your abilities, your interests, and most importantly, your values. Because values drive your behavior. So who can give me an idea of what are some values? What is it that you really prize? Honesty. Loud. Compassion. That's it. Integrity. Morals. Religion. Okay, all these values are what drive us. So you need to understand yourself. So that's part of emotional intelligence. You have to be able to listen to other people, empathic. Another one is flexibility. Do you have to be flexible in order to be able to deal with everything that's thrown at us? Are there other ways to skin the cat? If you have a problem, are there many other ways to solve the problem? Of course there are. But we have to think about that. That's part of our emotional intelligence. What about stress? Anybody have stress in here? Yes. Yeah. Yes. I can't even imagine the stress that you've had to deal with taking 60, 70, 90 credit hours while you're of college work, while you're in high school too. I can't imagine what kind of stress. So how do we handle stress? We make it positive. Whatever it is that's stressing us out, we first have to identify it, and then we have to think about how we're going to make it positive, because if we make it negative, it's going to drag us down. Okay, what is emotional intelligence? How about mood? Are our moods important? Yeah, you know, you people that are in allied health, are you going to go in and see a patient and go, I don't really want to see you today? You know, what kind of mood do you have? Can you identify your moods, and how do you deal with them? Okay, so these are the different emotional intelligence skills that go along with the knowledge and skills of an academic program and learning something. I encourage you to review the emotional intelligence skills. We need them to deal with coping in our lifetime. And also, page 41, there is a complete list of values. I encourage you to go look at those values, pick 5 that you think are most important to you, then get down to 3. And when you see those, you will have a good idea of why you behave the way you do, if you really believe in those values. Well, congratulations to all of you. I am bowled over by your accomplishments, and I just encourage you to continue. Thanks.
Some housekeeping items. After I graduate our graduates, I will exit the stage first. Then I will exit our students, and they will meet the parents in the lobby. So I want you to remain seated, please, till the stage is exited and the students have exited. Thank you. Everyone came up and gave our graduates a sound advice. My turn to give you some advice. Be fearless. Take the first step, even if you don't know where that step will take you. Be driven. Define yourself by a higher purpose than by applause. Know that your character is revealed when you stand apart and not when you stand with a crowd. Be fearless. Be the last to accept things that they are. Be the first to stand up and change them for the better. Most of all, be you. Be true to yourself. Follow your own path. Never follow someone else's path. Unless you find yourself lost in the woods somewhere and you see a path, by all means, take it. Be you, and everything will be fine. Graduates, stand. By the power vested in me by the Dearborn Board of Education, I now pronounce you graduates of Henry Ford Early College.